Ladies, if you're not doing, uh, be choosy in the
Ooh.
type of men that you know. I'm I I always measure a man by what he likes.
Mm.
I measure a man by what makes him cheer.
Mm.
And I wouldn't even be like, I ain't even dealing with it. Like at this point in my life, if you liking and doing all that, you ain't even the one.
At
Like
all.
I don't even like guys that's and I really even be liking guys that's off the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like that's
ideal.
cute too. That's
Yeah.
real sexy in
That's ideal.
today's time. Like,
Yeah.
you
Because
know,
everybody's so exposed out
go.
here.
You know, I still love a man that knows how to build.
What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of It's Giving. I am your host, Sarah Fontenot, and if you have not yet, please hit that button below so you can get subscribed. Hit that little bell so you get a notification with each new piece of content. Now, y'all already know each week I'm bringing you the goods, and I will not disappoint you today. Not only do we have a legend introducing a future legend in the making right now, we've got a songwriter, we've got a singer, we've got a serial really entrepreneur. She is beautiful out here and talking about the stuff that matters and managed, partnered with Snoop Dogg. Can we please give it up for Miss Jane Handcock? Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
How you
Hey,
feel?
y'all.
What's up?
What's up?
We just gonna be two girls sitting on the couch, but before we do, Snoop, what you want to tell me about Jane?
I just want to tell you that she's fun, she's exciting, she's entertaining, she's a great friend to have, and her vocals and her voice is soothing and it's just refreshing to hear. And I know you're going to fall in love with her because she is lovable.
Oh.
And you're going to love her.
I love that. Jane, how is it working with Snoop?
It's amazing. I love his energy. I love his ear. I love his advice. I love the game he gives. Sometimes he even gives game without saying nothing. I love to watch and observe him. He's a extraordinary guy, man.
Yeah, when you say ear, like note-wise, like he could hear, like this is flat or this is sharp. Or maybe try this run this way.
Yeah, he does. He will say, yeah, I can hear this harmony. Why don't you pull the harmony right? Pull out a harmony right there. Do this. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I didn't know that. I just learned something new.
I work hard and I be hardly working.
That part. And Snoop, what would you say, like why, for those of you that are new listeners of Jane, like why do they want to get tapped in with Jane? What's coming up for her? What's exciting?
Well, she has an album out right now that's available on all streaming platforms. She's got a couple of videos and singles out. Yes. My favorite is Stingy. And then she's got another one with Anderson .Paak that's one of my favorites as well, where he said, baby Jane, won't you marry me? So, I just feel like she is what the industry loves. Yeah. They love fresh voices, new talent, and just great spirits. And she's an artist that has a lot of time to make great music, and she not only makes it for herself, she writes and produces and vocal coaches and arranges for other artists, and her penmanship is extraordinary, and just the way that she know how to take the lead in the studio to where I don't have to be there. She can record herself. She goes in the studio and sets up the microphone and does all the things to get herself recorded and moving it on down the line, like really being about her business in the studio and really understanding that that's what God gave her a gift to do, and she loves being in that environment, and hopefully you'll love listening to her, because I'm telling you, it sounds great every time she's on the song. For example, Corrupt got a single out right now called Special, featuring Black Tobin, right? So when we did the record, it was like, man, this shit bang. I was like, damn, we need to put Jane on it, though, because she gonna put that other little piece that, and they was like, you sure? I'm like, man, watch when you put her on there. Wow. And she on that thing complimenting him, and her and him sound like a cold little funk, like sound like jarboing people. And at the end, it's just cold-blooded. But the fact that she can get anything, she's on the gospel album with a hell of a record on that album. So it's like everything that we do musically, her voice fits. It's not uncomfortable and it's not a force. It's a match.
Yes, that's a gift.
Yeah,
that's an anointing.
Thank you.
I love it. Who do people say you sound like?
Like her. Not her from the Bay Area, but she sounds like Jane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like she sounds like herself. When I listen to her, I'm sorry for jumping in answering the question.
I love
but I
that,
have
'cause you
to.
saved me.
Yeah, because hello. When I listen to her, she don't sound like nobody. She sounds like when Jane voice comes on, you say, that's Jane Handcock. You don't say, oh, that reminds me of Shaka Khan or Aretha Franklin. No, it's nothing like that. This is her voice. It's her voice. It's genuine. She controls it and she raps. And I used to talk shit. Like, why the f is you rapping on every goddamn song? Now it's like, why the f you not rapping on every goddamn song? I apologize.
Thank you. I received that because it's so funny, coming into it. Of course, I was like, oh, I just want him to like, man, if he say I could rap, I could rap. And he used to literally be like,
Man, but you hear him sing, I want to hear this goddamn, you know your singing makes me cry, right? It makes me feel good. And you sitting up here rapping and shit, but you hear him get to the goddamn singing.
Get to the good part.
And then I'm sitting back listening to it one day, I'm like, damn, she rapping her ass off. She barring up. And I know the raps now. Now she looking at me because I'm singing the raps to the song like, I thought you said I wasn't supposed to be rapping. I'm wrong, I apologize.
I received that.
You could do both.
Yeah.
Yes, and do them fucking well.
Can we get an 8 count of a rap?
Look at you. It's called 8 bars.
8 bars.
Yeah.
I was a dancer, okay?
She went with the count. And the 1,
yes,
2,
5,
and
6, 7, 8, yes.
Yep, I'll give you a.
Okay, let me hear it.
I'm just trying to be like God, but I never show up on time.
Ooh.
Trying to give my all to the but he stay lying. Trying to get at least one prayer in every day. I see some demons calling my phone. I decline. Pootie in my bag, we on a flight. This the type of shit that you can't write. It take a lot of sacrifice to live this life. They'll say I'm overnight, but shit, I've been here. I was making pallets on the floor. New days, same clothes. But granny told me pack hella panties, cause you never know. Back then I was poor, but I was never broke. Today I just say put it on my tab. I know that I was crazy to my friends for the longest. Some stuck around, some faith wasn't the strongest. Battle been uphill, but I say word like I'm Lauren. These niggas too old to just be playing and performing.
Oh, child, okay.
Yeah.
That's so real.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like with rap, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear about the real stuff.
Mm-hmm. You
Like-
gotta do like I can't sing about nothing else.
Ooh, I see. I see. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be real good. You know what, ladies? I hate to be rude, but I have to take a small chronic break. And I would love for you ladies to have a nice girl talk.
Yes.
I've done my part, made the introduction.
Yes.
And shout out to production.
Yes. Thank you so much, Snoop, for joining us. This has been
Easy
a
call.
plum-pleasing pleasure and truly an honor and a privilege.
Easy call. Much success to you, sis. And y'all have a great time. Chop it up. Jane, do your thing. I'm finna go downstairs. If you want to know where I'm at, follow your nose. Your nose knows.
You can smell them coming in and out. Oh my gosh, we just had Snoop leave the building, girl, but I'm ready for this girl talk.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay, so first of all, how did you even get into singing? Like, how did you know? Were you super studious in school? Did you always know you wanted to be a singer? Like, what that look like for you?
I always knew I wanted to be a singer, and I always knew I was a go-getter. Those
Yeah.
were two things, like when my mom plays me back, the camcorder videos, you would see me kind of being, some would say I was bad a little bit. But I knew what I wanted to do. I
Yeah.
knew what I wanted to do, and I
Yeah.
was always singing. So, like, I think it was really, like, destined for me to do exactly what I'm doing.
I love that.
Mhm.
I love that. And it's crazy because you sing and you rap.
Mm-hmm.
You've got skills.
Thank you.
In my mind, I always thought I was a singer, but in reality, I have a great ear though.
Okay.
I really wish I could sing how I can hear.
I feel that. I feel that.
It's like, dang.
In the shower,
I'm okay. I can hold a tone. Like I got a pretty tone, but with no control.
I feel that. But you know what? You have to have an ear to even know that.
Period.
That's real.
Period. But yeah, girl. So I tried to sing, but ultimately, just no control. It's just no control. I always wanted, like, if I could put me into I was like an old school singer. I'm not a runner. I'm raspy. You know, I'm a belter in my mind. But I've never been a girl that could do it. Can you do like all the runs and stuff?
I don't consider myself a runny singer.
Yeah.
I like everything you just described. I feel like that about myself.
Yeah.
Like even with the tone of my voice, I know like I probably sound like I always sounded mature,
Yeah.
even when I was little.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah, I have a raspy voice. Um, yeah, I'm a belter. Like I have to like warm up. I'm one of those singers.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm like a singer for I went to art school in high school.
Oh, I went to art
Hmm.
school in college. I went to a conservatory in LA actually, out here when I first moved to
Word.
America. I'm Canadian.
Really?
Yeah. So are
Dope.
you from Richmond?
Yes, Richmond, CA, not VA. Shout out
Okay.
to Virginia too, though.
Okay. How was that?
You know what? I loved my city.
Yeah.
The mantra of our city is the city of pride and purpose.
Ooh.
And I'm just so like, man, I that describes how I was raised.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's crazy because Snoop said, you know, you challenge, you know, and you know what you want and you go after what you want. And you're this boss lady. How is that inside of the experience of dating for you?
That's a great question.
Can you be a boss babe and date at the same time?
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's very, very tough. Right now I haven't had a lot of luck. But then I can also take accountability and like I may not be fully focused on, you
A
know,
relationship.
yeah, but I know I know who I am when I'm in one. And
Mm.
I just haven't found that, you know, and honestly, we're not supposed to find it. It's supposed to like find us.
Right? Yes, absolutely.
Literally, it's supposed to find us. And
Yes.
like it hasn't found me yet, but I'm patient
Yeah.
and I'm loving on me times 10.
Yes.
And that's like my job right now.
Do you feel like people ever weaponize singleness? Like be like, oh, she's single, so that means XYZ. Because I feel like there's so much of that happening today.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that is so real. To where they're like, yeah, I
Mhm.
be feeling like that like when I go to weddings sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
When you gonna be married?
yeah.
Where's your man at?
You know what's crazy? I'm the oldest sibling and my little brother, he had gotten married. He's on I'm about to have a second we're about to have a second grand addition to
Oh,
the family. Well, I'm not obviously
auntie.
not
You're an
yeah.
auntie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But grand, you know, either way and I'm just like, man, I don't know if it's a niece or a nephew yet, but I did kind of feel I kind of like was kind of harsh on myself like what am I doing?
Right.
What's going on with me?
Right.
My life is like a whole insecure Easter HBO season. What am I going to, do that? But I'm proud of what I'm doing. And I'm
Yeah.
content. I literally told my mom that this morning. I'm content and I'm really, really present these days.
Yeah.
So
No, and I love that. And I think that's most important because we definitely live in a space where people will try to make you feel bad if you don't have a man. Like a woman's only value is to be married. And they make that
yeah.
seem like that is the peak of success. I think marriage for most is the peak of indoctrination. Not the
Ooh.
peak of happiness, not the peak of alignment, not the peak of similar core values.
Wow.
Now, I believe in marriage. I believe in the marriage where people are actually husband and wife,
Yeah.
not just two people walking down the aisle saying I do. Because those are different.
Yeah.
The staying power is different. The resilience is different. The communication is different. That no matter what, like how Snoop was talking about when we did an episode with him, he was talking about how his wife, like she went through everything with him.
Partnership. I think
Partnership,
that
forgiveness.
lacks in like obviously like millennials on down.
Yeah.
Like partnership is very, very tough. And I mean, obviously social media is I think a lot of things just pit men and women against each other.
True.
And even when I'm dating, like having to uh kind of like sift through that and really tell a guy like I'm not against you. So I'm not, this isn't,
A competition.
yeah, this isn't me versus you. This isn't, let's just be kind to one another. Like,
Yes.
obviously it's not that simple, but it is. Like, let's
It
start
is.
there, but
Yeah.
let's just be kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also feel like people are weak. They be quitting, girl. They be quitting for nothing. Like, oh, you know what? I don't like the way you said this, or I don't feel heard. And it's like, I also do feel like social media is kind of ruining relationships because you hear the gurus say you should feel heard, acknowledged, seen. You should feel, and this is true, you should feel those things, but it takes time for growth. So if your partner is not amazing at you feeling appreciated initially, allow the time for growth. Why else did you choose them?
That's real. And I feel like in this day and age, yes, there are a lot of tools that show us and teach us and condition us on how to take
Yeah.
and not give
Yeah.
and not hold ourselves up
Yeah.
and be accountable.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, yes, when I want to feel extra good about my toxicity at times, I'm gonna look at the memes that's
Support that notion. Okay, understood. Yes.
he's supposed to hear me. But
Right.
did I hear him? No, I literally hung up on him. Not that I've done this recently, but
Right.
I've been that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
just being real. Like, I think we're just in a space where, yeah, a lot of things are conditioning us to take, and you have to be a different type of person to give.
I feel like you definitely have to be a different type of person to give, and you have to be a different type of person to be able to take accountability for where you lack as maybe not so strong of a partner.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, now I'm finally in a place where I feel like I will be an amazing wife to my husband.
Yeah.
Because dating is easy, but when I do get frustrated, I don't know if you have this. Do you have like when you get, because your partner can irk you more than
Yes.
any other person on the planet
Mhm.
with the most stupid, because they're the closest to you, right? They're the
Yes.
closest to your heart. So of course it hurts more when they do certain things. I have physical cues on my body. I now understand like things are happening and I have to regulate myself back down. But do you think that women lack accountability inside of their own emotional regulation?
Some can. Some can. I think it comes down to maturity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I was raised around women, which is why I even kind of like just give off what I give. Like, I was raised around women who not only did they call others up, they called themselves up.
Yeah.
Like my mother's a wife.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
you know
come
what I mean?
on. Yes.
Like, and just to see that and see the good, bad, ugly. And I feel like I always say I grew up with my mom. She had me at 22.
Mm.
And I was very coherent at an early age, like real, like oddly, weirdly coherent. Like I knew what was going on at 2. Like, it wasn't like goo goo gaga. It was like, yeah, I'm here. I can decipher conversations real early in age. So I remember like a lot, and I remember my, parents getting married. I remember like all of that. So my mother was a wife, is a wife,
Mm.
and that hits differently. Not knocking single mothers at all, or anything, but you know, my grandmother was single. She was married, but I had 2 different type of like spectrums of what it is to be a woman and be a stand-up woman. My grandfather passed before I was born, but so I only saw my grandmother as like single. But just to see that kind of woman and how she was so into the word and God and I used to I'd see like old men try to get at my granny and I'd be like, Granny, you don't want to,
Give it
you
a
been
shot.
dating? She said, for what?
Oh,
And you know what? I laugh at my friends because I'm like, I'm low key in the for what stage
Yeah,
right
kind
now.
of.
Like, for what?
If it's not value, why?
For what?
You know, my great aunt, she's like my second mother.
Mm,
She's actually out here. We were visiting, my team and I, we were visiting with her last night.
mm,
And one of my team members, they asked her, you know, how come you never got remarried? Because
mm,
she lost her husband. He was 50 when he passed.
wow.
And she said, mm-mm. Out of respect for my husband, what do I look like having another man coming in and moving into this house that we
Mm,
created this home? Like, they don't deserve what he did. You know, like she
yeah.
has such a high respect. And she said, I knew I would never marry again. And to be
Mm,
honest, I feel like when God blesses me with my husband, when y'all, because I'm popping out married, folks
same.
be like, "What's up? I'm broke, ugly, single, and don't nobody want me." Until then, and then it's like, "Bam, she's married." What? Oh my God!
No, literally,
That's
for
me.
real.
That's
That's
me.
me.
But when I have my husband, I don't know that I would remarry because I already feel good. Like when I am on my own,
Hmm.
that who comes into the equation matters. You have to be
Absolutely.
better than my solitude. And I love my
You
solitude.
literally took the words out of my mouth. That's
What?
what I always say. I always say that. You have to be better than my solitude.
Yes.
My solitude is serene. So, like,
Peaceful.
yeah,
Happy.
yeah.
Girl, I be in my house, and I can't even say I'm all the way single, but I mean, like when I'm not talking to nobody, right?
Yeah.
When I'm in my house, I'm dancing in my living room. My music is blasting. I'm in my robe or I'm whatever it is. Like I actually enjoy my own company. So
Yeah.
now it's not like I need a man in my bed, but do you feel like a lot of women are desperate for a relationship?
I, I love desperate for
Desperate. Desperate, girl.
you know what? I think people in some shape or form are all desperate to be in one
Yeah.
because we really want love. Everybody wants to be loved. Would I love to be held at night and all of the things? Yeah, I think at this point in my life, I'm just not doing anything. I can't afford it,
Mm.
like for real. But we are all, we want that. Some women do go to great measures.
Mm.
Some women go to great measures. And I know women from a lot of different like walks of life, and some of them I'm like, oh, okay, girl, all right,
Ooh.
okay,
Oh.
okay, girl, and I'm sitting here with my single ass, but go ahead. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like it's certain. For me, I have to be able to sleep at night, and
Yes.
especially if I'm gonna let somebody in my bed,
Ooh.
I have to be able to sleep at night.
Ooh, say
For
that.
real.
I'm so weird about sleeping. Like energy is contagious.
Yeah,
We didn't even need to talk about STDs, STIs.
girl.
Energy is
Yeah,
contagious.
yeah.
If you can't, sleeping is the most intimate thing you could ever do. And people
Yes.
don't realize, like, yeah, you're getting love. Notice I'm doing air quotes on love, but at what cost?
Yeah.
Is that person eroding the way you feel about yourself?
Wow.
Is that person making you feel insecure? This is another thing. Somebody try to argue with me, argue with your mother, okay? I don't want to hear it. I feel like men that like super sexy thirst trap photos on Instagram when they're in a relationship, I think that's the most trash thing a man can do. I think it's so thirsty looking. Now, if you're in the industry, it's a little different because that might be your friend. But if you're a doctor, if you work at Quiznos or Kill Me Crazy and you in a relationship,
Yeah.
why?
That's so funny that you say that, and I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
Don't say
But
their name.
I do agree to that. I agree to that. I even agree to, like, for me, I wouldn't even want a man commenting certain things.
Don't
And it's not about having control or like anything like that, because I'm big, like I'm an Aquarius. So like
Mm,
if I had a theme song, it'd be Fly Like an Eagle. So
okay.
I don't want to cage nobody in on anything.
Right.
But respect me.
Respect.
Respect me and don't embarrass me.
Don't
Yeah.
embarrass me.
Yeah.
Because, and I've said this before, what men don't understand, and look, they could argue with their mother. What men don't understand is women screenshot the like or the heart eyes or whatever it may be, and they send it to their girls' group chat. And then
Yeah.
all the girls talk about how thirsty he looks and what a
Yeah.
clown she looks like. So now both of us look dumb because you over here liking and comment. Don't comment.
No,
And I'm talking about thirst trap photos, right? I'm not talking about, if
nah,
it's,
for real.
yeah, if it's just a nice, that's fine. But if it's booty from the back thong on, looking back at it,
Yeah.
you
Have some respect for yourself,
have
King.
some respect for yourself, King.
And you know what? Honestly, too, which I think, ladies, if you're not doing, be choosy in the
Ooh.
type of men that I always measure a man by what he likes.
Mm,
I measure a man by what makes him cheer.
mm.
And I wouldn't even be like, I ain't even dealing with it. Like at this point in my life, if you liking and doing all that, you ain't even the one.
At
Like,
all.
I don't even like guys that's in, I really even be liking guys that's off the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
like that's
ideal.
cute too. That's
Yeah.
real sexy in
That's ideal.
today's time. Like,
Yeah.
you
'Cause
know,
everybody's so exposed out here.
I still love a man that knows how to build.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, I love a man who knows how to, likes to read and like, So I'm just a little. I told you I'm like a little hyphy hippie.
No, I love that. And I love that the fact that you're saying that, and we both are,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like, why is that the unicorn? When it's
Yeah.
so basic.
Yeah. You know what? I don't even think it's. I think there's so many women like us,
Mm-hmm.
and I see it every day. I drop my album, and I'm reading comments, and I see it, and there's
Mm-hmm.
so many women that are they're on the same page, more than we think. I think what's amplified is other agendas, and I can't control that. We can't even beat that.
Right.
What we can do is honestly keep it like solid in what we are and who we are, and those that are for us
Will find us.
and I'm not for everybody.
Period.
And I'm good with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to I don't walk through life trying to be liked because I love myself.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So everybody who feels it, I know what type of person you are off rip. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm same with dating. Like, man, the guys I'm looking at, they ain't into none of that. Like, you gotta. I'm an extraordinary lady, so you gotta be a hell of a man.
Period.
You know?
Yeah, I do know. And I agree. And I was having this conversation. We had Tony Baker on the podcast, and he was saying how, what if you had a man that nurtures you, that loves you, that supports you, but he's not at the income level that you want him to be at? And I feel like I don't live in either or. Like, I believe that I can have both, and emotional intelligence, emotional regulation, openness and honesty, transparency. Like, I believe that if I can be here and I work as hard on myself and I do in every way, why would I choose someone that said, "Oh, I don't need to work in this way. I don't need to work in that way"?
You remind me literally of my best friend. She tells me all the time, "No, friend, we're not doing that. You can get both." She literally tells me that. And
maybe I'm delusional. I asked Tony, I said, "Am I delusional for thinking that?
What
Like,
Tony
should I
say?
be said?" Tony was like, "You probably a little delusional." And then he said, "But that's a man and a woman, right? We, I guess, are delusional." But then he said, "You do deserve it all. I just want you to have what's real. I don't want you to miss it because something is missing."
Yeah.
And I said, "I hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think God would do that to me."
And I think ultimately, and what men don't really catch, because men are men.
Yes.
And,
they miss it.
Really, we want somebody who's getting up to do the work like we do every day.
Yes.
And if you're doing the work every day, you're not going to be that. You're not going to be, you're going to be at a high standard. because you're getting up and you're doing the work. And I'm
Yep.
not talking about like physical labor. I'm obviously that too, but like the inner work.
Yeah.
When you're, I haven't met a man yet who got all of this together and is like on his ass.
Mm-mm. Do
You
you
know what I
like real
mean?
fine men? Are you attracted? I don't like real fine men. I like
No,
handsome
I like
men.
handsome men too.
If they fine, that's too feminine for me. You can't be pretty. You can't be like pretty men. I'm scared of pretty
I'll
men.
tell you what, I haven't had one, but I mean, as an R&B little diva, I'm down to
Give it a shot.
have tea with a friend who's
Okay.
fine. I think it's like that really doesn't attract me, but maybe if somebody could change my mind out there.
I don't know. Men that be spending more time in the mirror than I do. I can.
It'd be a little. It'd be
I got questions.
yeah, because I'm just such a Brittany Murphy type of girl. Like let's wear sweatpants and like go to the beach or I'm just. And then obviously I know how to get cute and do all of that, but I'm with you on that. I don't want to date a model.
No.
But I love to look at them and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's not my vibe.
No.
Nah, I need a man who knows like
who knows himself, knows God, and feels good in his bank account. That's what I need.
And know how to vocational skills.
Yeah.
Are still in.
Yes.
Jane men who have vocational skills, you matter for real. You matter for real. I love a man who, like, when COVID stopped, we saw who was important and who was not.
Yep.
Everybody who was not, go sit down. You're in your house. All those who are essential, come on.
Oh, that's good.
So I still love the essential men. Jane loves you.
They matter.
They matter.
So you would date the $70,000 man? Because that's the essential man.
She put the number on it. No, but you know what?
That's only because I got asked that question. Back to you.
It depends on what type of essential. You know what I mean? Like, I know people that work in the hospital that make six figures. You know what I mean? So, like, it depends on what essential we talking about.
What if he's a nurse?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sure, I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that.
Yeah.
A nurse, absolutely.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. What about somebody in the streets making 70? That street money.
You want what answer you want? You want
the real one? I want the truth. I want the real. Who's got 70 in a bag? Well, maybe not. The whole year he does 70.
Word to Badu. I understand the game sometimes.
Oh, she good. She said, I'm pleading the fifth.
I understand the game, Hey, I understand the game.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's about where his heart is at.
Yeah.
Where's your mind at? Where's your spirit at?
Yeah.
Are you out there just trying to be, it's a lot of different type of hustlers.
Yeah.
What type of hustler are you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm like into.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just so intrigued by you. I feel like I definitely need to do like a deeper dive into all of the things, but we are out of time. Oh my God. So, geez Louise. Okay. So Jane, for the young women that are out there looking to be their dream of a singer-songwriter, which is so rare, by the way, to make it and get signed by a label and actually get pushed by the label. It's like making it to the NFL, right? Wow. You are literally the 1% of the 1%. Wow. And so there's a lot of singers that never make it. What would you say to that little Black girl or that singer out there that really wants to be great but feels like they have imposter syndrome, or why would they choose me? Or what's a word of advice that you would say to them?
Man, that's a great question. Obviously, you could tell someone to believe in themselves and you can tell someone to stick at it. Watch me.
Mm.
And we'll see where this story ends. And I represent you. So if you don't have the hope, if you don't have the, watch somebody do it.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Believe in the belief someone else has in you until you believe it for yourself.
Sometimes I had to watch somebody else do it to see myself. When I saw singers like Fantasia, when I saw, singers like Missy, Jill, Eric, like the list goes on. I knew I could do it too.
I love that. I'm going to put all your links, your music, your Instagram in the description below. And I just got to say thank you so much for sharing your real, your raw, your music. It's no wonder why you're being found the way that you're found. It's no wonder why your music is playing on the TV at night, on the music channel. It's no wonder why people are falling in love with your authenticity, your real and your rawness. Because what I love about you, even in this short stint of time that I realize is you love with no judgment. Y'all do you, I'ma do me, but I love doing me.
Yeah.
That's the essence and the vibe that I get from you. Yeah. And that is so special and rare, especially in 2025. Okay, 2025 is a different kind of beast. But I'm just so grateful that you came and you blessed us today.
Thank you.
I'm so excited for what you got going on. Thank you. If there's anything I can do to support what you have going on, like you got me on camera, I'm saying it. Let me know if there's anything that I have that or I could do to support what you have going on, because the truth is, we all, like real people, got to stick together.
For real. And likewise, for real.
You're
on camera.
You on the show
real.
Already. This is support. For real, for real.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for our journey, our new journey that's starting, and for obviously what you're already doing. It's inspiring.
You got a friend in me,
girl. Yes.
You know who told
Toy
me that,
Story,
and he stuck to it?
Who?
Shout out L.A. Reid.
Okay.
I remember I had a meeting with him, and he sat me down, and we had a real conversation about where I could go, who I could become. And he said, look, somebody else is going to do it for you, but you got a friend in me forever. And people like you who just, I always love to meet like-minded people, but like-hearted,
it's different.
When you like-hearted, you got a friend in me.
Yes. Come on, Jane. Okay. Guys, if you have made it this far in the episode, please make sure to hit that button below. Get subscribed. I cannot even believe how fast this time has flown already. I'm like, where did the time even go? And hit that bell so you get a notification with each new piece of content. I'm putting Jane's information in the bottom. Jane Handcock, okay? As Snoop would say it, Jane MF Handcock, okay? She's here. She's in the building, blessing others. Check out her music. And if no one has told you today, you are freaking phenomenal. Bomb.com. Nothing can stop you but you got to do something about it. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Sarah Fontenot, host of the It's Giving podcast, and I have some goodies for you today. Now, you already know about our How to Be More Feminine, a high-value feminine woman ebook. Well, we're taking it up a couple notches. We've got our ebook that's an ultimate self-love guide, and now we have our Boundaries Bible. This is the perfect trio on how to step into and be your best self. And also for the men, it's good for you too, okay? Sometimes our self-esteem, our low self-esteem, our low self-worth is blocking us from our blessing. And your blessing could be your future spouse, okay? So make sure to check out MsSarahFontenot.com if this sounds interesting to you. Love you guys. Sending love and light.